Okay, so we have got the board prepped up. The stain is done. I did some fake like board lines in there just to give us just a little bit more. And now we're going to put the Farmstead turkey. You know, earlier I was saying farm stand, but that's in my mind. That's where we're going to put this. Isn't a farm stand. So yeah, that's kind of what it was. If you want to get your own discount right here, your own discount, you want my exclusive discount right here, it is. Screenshot that and you will also find it in the description to be able to get a discount on these beautiful transfers. So we just peeled the backing off just like so, and I'm going to hold on, I believe, to both ends because I want to make sure I put this design where I want it, because once I commit, I have committed. So there we go. I think that's a pretty good location. I'm going to pull my transfer tool out of the way. I like to give it a little rub just to make sure that it is established into the location that I want to. Can you see this on a farm stand? Oh my goodness, I'm telling you, this is where it needs to be, is on a farm stand, especially for the holidays. Okay, so like I told you before, I really like to do the fonts first. I want to make sure they're on really good. I like to give a nice little scrub with the transfer tool that just cradles into my hand. I love these things. Check these out. They're the Essential Transfer Tools. It goes right into the palm of your hand and is so easy to use. You're gonna love it. So when I'm working on big designs like this, I like to do the fonts first. I want to make sure my wording is gonna stay right where I want it to be. So I'm gonna kind of pull that up first, and I might stand up for this because I need to be able to make sure it's transferring onto the sign. If you are a baker and you do jellies and pies and breads, this would be an absolute must-have for your farm stand. It just gives that good homemade vibe. Tells the peeps that, or tells your customer, I'm not going to say peeps, it's going to tell your customers what you sell. I am going to go ahead and rotate that a little bit. It might be easier for y'all to see too if I do it that way. But yeah, just pulling these off, and you see how they're already going on to the surface the way we want them to go. And I just like to do the fonts first. I want to make sure my words are right and they're on there the way they're supposed to be. Now when you're doing the big design, I don't recommend going one side up and down like that. I want you to roll. However you start your transfer roll, that's how I want you to continue to do it, because that's going to give you the most success for making sure your transfers stay really well. So like I said, I'm just rubbing it in there, getting it in straight away. And let me get those. Let's get a line of words done, could we? That's gonna work really well. Okay, so we're still doing that up. Make sure that's looking pretty good. Yep. And I like to rub it down a little bit just to make sure. Now these words are made to look a little worn and weathered, so don't like totally freak out when you pull this up and it looks like you didn't get the transfer correct. That's not the case. It is absolutely how these fonts are created for this particular design. We want it, we're telling them it's established in 1889, so it has to have some kind of weathered look to it, right? And I'm good if that doesn't already adhere. I mean, you can tell that I am not getting all of it, and I'm okay with that because I'm still giving it that rustic, weathered feel. Okay. In some ways, this process is a little slow because you are wanting to make sure your design adheres on the way you want your design to adhere on. And it does look like I am going to run into some of this corn piece because these letters are up in there. So we're just going to take it nice and slow. And it's going to be all good and fine in the end. And I'm just going to lift up what I can, and I can leave some of what's in the design in the design. So when we go back and start doing the turkey, it'll be there for us. Okay. Right, so now that we've got that pretty much done, I'm going to roll this around, and I want to do the big fonts and the general store, the 1989. I want to get all that in there. Oh, my chair is kind of in my way. So I might start over here with a D. That way I'm working downward towards myself. Still want some of that. Whew, my hand's getting tired. As you can see though, it's really super easy to do these transfers. They are going to be so beautiful when we're done. Right, some of this, scrubbing that in there. I'm not sure about this. I got too much staying on the transfer on this sheet. I'm not liking that. Okay, stay on the board. Now the stain told me to wait 4 hours. I did about 3 hours because I'm touching it and I'm like, yeah, nothing's coming off. I think we're pretty safe. And honestly, I kind of want to get it out of here because it's starting to smell because of the fumes of the stain. You should really do it in a ventilated area. But it's hot outside. I'd be sweating all over the piece if I was trying to do this outside. So I'm kind of doing it in here, suffering with the fumes. But if you do have a low tolerance for that, I would definitely go ahead. Wait till like the cool of the evening to do some staining, or the first thing in the morning before it gets too hot out. All right, so we've got Farmstead on, and I just want to rub that and make sure it adheres. well without wrinkling. Check that out. I mean, I'm loving it already. All right, so we got the general store now. It's gonna be so cool when it's done. So tell us in the comments where you're gonna put this. If you make this, use this design. 1, how are you going to use the design? 2, where are you going to place the product that you put the design on? Love to hear stories of what you are doing with your pieces. Give some other people some inspiration as to what they can do with their pieces. All right, so we got an ST and an L, and then we're done with the fonts. No, I still got to do established. We're good. It's all going to work out in the end. Yep. There we go. And like I said, I like to just rub my finger over it, give it a little adhering so that way it doesn't fade. Or wrinkle, not fade, wrinkle. And once I get done with this design, I'm going to take it outside and I'm going to put a poly on it. All right, we have got letters down. Now we've got to work on the turkey. I like to roll this up. This way or this way? I think I'm just going to roll it this way. And I'm going to kind of turn it towards me. I know it's not exactly for you guys. Maybe I can do this. That way it's sideways. Hopefully you can still see what's going on. And I'm just going kind of slow with it because we don't want to mess up our turkey. We don't want to mess up any of the fruits and vegetables, the flowers. I guess there's really no fruits. Pumpkin, a fruit or a vegetable? Pumpkin, a fruit or a vegetable? Right. And this is why when we get down to this area, you're really going to want that to have been rolled. It'll just help you peel the piece off. I'm just making sure everything adheres on well as I am pulling this. I am going with a slow and steady pressure and pace, so that way I don't end up with air pockets or creases. It's going to be just a nice even flow. See, we've got a real nice flow and look to that. I'm loving this. We're just going to pull up nice, slow, and steady. So like I said, we don't want to create any wrinkles or creases or air pockets. It's not meant to roll, so it doesn't naturally want to roll nicely. I'm just pulling this up, the corn as well. And the turkey. We're doing really well with this piece. How nice that's looking. I'm loving it. I'm so glad we went with the blue stain. See, it just unrolled on me, and it's so much easier to control when it's rolled. Make that a little tighter. It just helps me bring that piece down well. Okay. Shoo. All right, so I'm over here. I'm a little tired of doing that. I'm supposed to keep rolling down. You're gonna have better success if you do it that way. I just want to make sure that these pieces that are sticking out from the corn is good and adhered well. I'm going to do the same thing with the leaves on this side, but I'm going to come down, so just like I was rolling that down, I want to make sure that all stays well. I don't want to put any rips or air pockets into our design. I still want that to be flowing nicely for us. It's looking amazing. I'm just going to roll that up. Maybe if I do it this roll way, it'll be a little easier. I'm still gonna, I'm checking it. Look at this. I mean, does that not look so amazing? Loving it. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is doing great. You're doing amazing with this. Okay, so we are coming down to where those letters are. And there we go. We're going to lift that right on up. And like I said, I'm going to pull that down. Just alleviate any air pockets that want to create wrinkles in there. And we just want to, oh my goodness, make it so pretty. All right, so here we go. We have the Farmstead door hanger, and it has all that information. I'm going to go out. I'm going to put a poly on this. I'm going to put a bow on here, and it is going to be ready to go. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'm going to pull you up so you're not kind of like staring at that and I'm upside down. But no, seriously, I hope you guys really enjoyed that process. These are so much fun. Remember, right here, is that backwards? It probably is. It's this gal, T-H-I-S, phone is rolling down, G-A-L for this gal to get your exclusive discount. All right, I'm going to talk to y'all later. You have a great day. Bye.